What's going on, guys? Perfect Nightmare here, doing a new Battlefield video and speculation video. So, with the end of Battlefield Hardline coming to a complete close with this last DLC being Betrayal, and a lot of speculations of what's going on with the next Battlefield game, Battlefield 2016, a lot of people are wondering what's the next game setting going to be. Since DICE and EA haven't released any new statements regarding Battlefield 2016 besides that it's in process, a lot of people have speculated that this game is going to be no more than a World War II throwback or a World War I throwback from a idea that's been coming on and speculating through other things that have been released and leaked. Like recently we had an article that released leaked out information regarding Battlefield 2016 being a World War I game, pretty much World War I setting, and a lot of that would actually speculate towards it, being that Hardline actually has a couple weapons that were used during the World War I and World War II era. Hint being the 1903, 1887, Thompson, and the Lewis gun. A lot of these weapons that are being used then could also be processed and be used as a World War I template. But I kind of speculate that it's going to be more towards a World War II. We have not seen a World War II game in years. I want to say a good 5-6 years since we've actually seen one. And the only World War II game right now currently that's in development is Battalion 1944, which again takes inspiration from Medal of Honor, Battlefield, and a lot of the older games, including Call of Duty. So what I wanted to see so far is what we could actually accomplish if Battlefield actually comes back as a World War II simulator type shooter. A lot of people enjoyed the originals on PC because of the way it ran, the way it was, the way things could go, the modding community on there, stuff like that. Battlefield 1942 and 1943 were two of the best World War II games that we've seen. I have countless hours on the original 1942, playing Wake Island and a lot of those, and I've seen a lot of things actually come back to that, especially Battlefield 3 with their with one of the map packs releasing the Wake Island as a DLC and using that as map and all that, as well as the 1942 mod that came for Battlefield Vietnam. So there's a lot of things that that could actually go back to the settings of World War II. I honestly want to see them go back to World War II because the way the settings is and the way it was is something that we have not seen in a long time. The last World War II game I remember playing would have been Call of Duty World at War, and just the campaign. I didn't really care much for the multiplayer. I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, and a lot of people know that. I do post up content for Call of Duty, but that's only for zombies, and that's completely different. So anyways, like I'm saying though, a lot of the content-wise, we need to bring in a lot of these older weapons that we have seen and loved from the previous original games back into a more modern-day FrostBite 3, FrostBite 4 engine. And yes, I would understand that that a game like this would be hard, being that it would become 1944. But with Battlefield 1944 as an actual title itself, it would be nice to actually see the D-Day invasion of Normandy or the Battle for Stalingrad or any of these in the Battlefield engine. It would be nice to see a lot of destruction and things that can go through it. Tanks returning as Shermans or Panzers. We have Panzer Strikes, rocket launchers, and stuff like that instead of RPGs and Smalls and all this other things. We would have original one engine planes coming down just shooting. It would be a lot different, and it would be nice to actually see that. Another thing I would also want to see is a Battlefield Pacific War expansion to it. I would actually like to see a couple maps referring around Wake Island, Iwo Jima, and all these other things from the Pacific warfront basically show up between Japan and the U.S. I just want to say this right now, I'm actually sick of seeing the Russians and Chinese as enemies to the United States and like in these Battlefield games, because it's already at that point already where other game series that you play have those. Either Russia or the United States launch a strike and things go here or there, and most of it's always in modern day settings like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare, Battlefield 3, and Battlefield 4 and stuff like that. It's hard to actually just start seeing something that you would love to enjoy and love to manage to play. A lot of the stuff, like I said, just doesn't really want to get me to where I want to be. I enjoy playing a lot of these games, because these older World War II games, because it brings the fun back into it. It brings more of a nostalgia feel to me, because I love playing Medal of Honor Frontlines, and when the remake came out for the PS3, I enjoyed playing that as well. A lot of the things that, like I said, I have enjoyed, a lot of it has to do with World War II. I'm a whiz at World War II because of playing video games, and bringing in something that would bring more forward to a World War II setting would be nice. Like I said, Battlefield 1944 would be an awesome game to make. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see a Bad Company 3 or a another Vietnam game, but like I said, World War II has more potential to it, because it reenacts a lot of real moments in life that you can recreate so easily and so different. And you can also make like Nazi Germany win a certain war that you already know the US won, or stuff like that. And like I said, there's so much you can do. Like right now, like I have so many ideas that can come into a Battlefield 1944 game, especially bringing in a game mode from Star Wars Battlefront into this. We can actually bring Supremacy, a game mode which enemies have to control either one or two command points and take it over, or get drawn back, or lose all the enemies. So it would be nice to actually see something like Supremacy make its way in on a beach front, say Normandy, Omaha Beach, or Utah Beach, or any of those other beaches that they named during World War II. I would love to see those come back. Well, anyways, guys, this is on Perfect Nightmare. Hopefully you guys understand where I come from and what I want to see in the next Battlefield game. And like I said, if you guys really enjoy my content, go ahead and hit my subscribe button, like the videos, and comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. Should we have another World War II game, a World War I game, a new Vietnam game, or go back to another modern day setting like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3? Anyways, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm Perfect Nightmare, and hope to see you guys in my next video.